Hi, I'm Doug Mariani here on Gigs TV up at Mac Fitness with our Health Up Cafe, talking on the Spread the Health show. The other day we talked about limitations and, being in your mind, and, some of us has real physical limitations, some of us don't. Some of us, the limitations are in our minds. Some of us, it's physical, but it's still in our mind to a certain point. So I made myself a little bit of a goal the other day when we talked on the show, and my goal was to, I felt my limitations were laziness. I don't have any real physical limitations, but I felt, I limit myself sometimes because I allow myself to be lazy. So what I did was I made the commitment that I'm at night, because I do my workout in the morning. So I made a commitment that I'm going to go a second workout at night. We're in our last 30 days of the transformation. God knows I need it to try and get that extra, shaving down of the body fat. But in the meantime, I ended up taking my 13-year-old son. So since I made the commitment on Tuesday, I've gone Wednesday and Thursday night, and I'm going to go tonight as a second workout. I had great workouts. Tuesday night, I took my 13-year-old son, and I have to apologize to you, Bob, because I actually took him in. I was going to do a full body workout to teach him the full body, because I don't believe in young kids lifting weights and lifting heavy weights. But, I've been talking to Joe, and he's developed enough, my son, with his MMA and some different things like that, very, very light weight training. I did just the bar, 45-pound bar on his bench press. Everything I did super light, so I didn't affect his joints and, the parts of the ligaments and things like that you don't want to damage at a young age. So I did everything super light, but I made him, he did my full workout, my full chest workout with me. And God love him. I mean, the kid stayed rep for rep. I do 20 to 25 reps. He did everything that I did, every exercise, every rep. I mean, he's a 13-year-old kid, soon to be 14. He's actually getting in really good shape. The nice thing that I'm excited about is he has a desire to get in shape. He took a picture of himself the other day in the mirror and posted on Facebook, and I said to my wife, I said, did you see, little Bob's picture? She said, that's not him. He cut and pasted that. And I said, I'm telling you, he didn't. That's our shower curtain and behind him. And sure enough, he didn't. But he's got abs, he's got some muscle. I mean, he's developing very nicely. So I figured, okay, it's time I can, hit you a little bit hard, and I did, and I knew he would get sore, but he was so sore yesterday, God love him. So unfortunately what I did, and I don't like to do that normally, because when I went to go to the gym last night, he was too sore to go. So the point I'm trying to make is it's moderation, it's setting goals, it's breaking through your limitations, but setting goals so you do it very strategically. Because my fear now for my 13-year-old son is he may not come back for a long time to the gym with me. He's got to really have a desire to get through that soreness and still want to come. And I actually probably didn't hurt him physically, but I may have hurt his chances of his desire or his passion for weight training more than I wanted to. I should have just had him do 1 or 2 chest exercises, 1 or 2 shoulder exercises, like spread it out a little bit, and did an upper body workout. I did keep him light, but I focused too much on one area too soon. So, I mean, the thing is, make some goals, make realistic goals. If you have limitations right now, don't think that, okay, I can do this, or I'm going to break through this going 180 miles an hour. Set a game plan for what you're trying to accomplish. On one of the other shows with Jane and Joe, I talked about coming out of holidays, first of all, planning what you're going to cheat on if you're going into a holiday and you plan on cheating, or even not a holiday, a weekend, your cheat day, your cheat meal. Plan it wisely. Strategically make it so that when you do have what you're going to cheat on, number one, it satisfies you the way you had hoped it would, and number two, that you have a game plan to recover from it as fast as you can recover from it. What happened to me over the weekend with Easter is, I planned my cheat day. I said, Easter, I'm going to eat my rigot pie, I'm going to eat my coffee cake, I'm going to eat my Easter bread, I'm going to eat those things that I know aren't good for you. They're definitely off my diet, but you know what, I crave those things, not that I crave them, but I look forward to those just at the holidays. So I'm not going to deprive myself of something I really, really like, especially on a holiday that, you look at it like It's a holiday. This is my different day that I do from every other day of my life. So I want to change up my pace. I want to enjoy some different things I don't normally enjoy. And I did. The problem is, well, one good thing, and I commend myself on this, I had enough willpower before I started to eat. My sister brought 2 Rigot pies, and it's one of my favorite pies. And it's very, very fattening, lots of sugar. You know, the crust is regular white and gluten and all that stuff. So it's not necessarily healthy for you. Probably is far at the other end of the spectrum. But, you know, I crave that pie and I love that pie, but she brought 2 pies. She said, I figure we'll eat one here and you can keep the other one because I know you love them. And I said, you know what, do me a favor, take it home. You know, and she looked at me and said, are you kidding me? I said, no, I'm serious, take it home. She said, why? I said, because probably, don't you like it this year? Because, you know, it fluctuates a little bit each year, and I'm a pain in the ass, very picky eater. And I tell my family, I don't like it this year, I like it this year, I'm one of those guys. So she said, don't you like it this year? I said, no, on the contrary, I said, I love it, you did a great job, but that's the problem. If you leave it here, I'm going to eat this pie tomorrow on top of finishing what I want to finish today. And she kind of laughed, and I said, no, I'm serious. So what we did was we said, okay, we'll wait to see how much is gone, and if there's too much left, then she'll take it. Well, there was a whole pie left at the end, and I made her take it, thank God. Because on the coffee cake that my other sister made that I also crave, I ate some of it Easter Day, and she left me, you know, probably half the cake left, and I didn't tell her to take it. And my mom left Easter bread, and we only ate a little bit, so there was 3/4 of an Easter bread loaf left. And I had both of those on Monday, the day after. Now, keep in mind, I was off Monday after Easter, so I was at home. So being at home, I figured I'll get up, I'll go work out, I'll do this, never even thinking of food. Well, things, you know, because I was off, I slept in a little bit, then my kids were up and I had to make them breakfast because my wife had to go to work, so I'm taking care of the kids. Before you know it, I already nibbled on the coffee cake, I nibbled on the Easter bread, so it kind of like changed my mentality of going to the gym. Then I wanted to do some of my diet, so I didn't work out Sunday or Monday, and I broke my diet Sunday and Monday. So it's so easy for Sunday to carry into Monday and be unhealthy and eat the wrong foods. But then what happened in my mind is I started thinking, oh my God, it would be so easy to not go to the gym again Tuesday and keep eating the wrong food. It's too easy, and I crave. Once I eat something wrong, I crave. But then I looked past that and the cravings, and I actually looked at how my body felt after eating the bad foods. And honestly, I looked at myself and I said, I don't feel that good. I don't feel healthy. I want to get back out of this, and I want to get back in the swing. I want to be healthy. So thank God I pushed myself enough and broke through my limitations, and I went to the gym Tuesday, and I haven't missed since. So I'm back in my routine. But I mean, it can be very tricky or very tempting, these different holidays or your cheat days. So you got to plan them out. You got to stick to the plan. Eat what you plan to eat and go right back on what your plan is for recovery, because you need a recovery day after your cheat day. Just like if you work out 7 days a week, you need a recovery day from training. If you cheat on your diet, you got to jump back on it and recover from that diet. From Brett, when is the cafe going to have its grand opening? Actually, Brett, I'm down at Angle Foods down in the Strip. We're going to be doing it pretty soon. I'm waiting for the weather to break, because what we're going to do is, and I mean really break to where you can be outside, because what we do is we set up tents outside in the front of our building, and we cook out front every day for lunch. So once I'm able to do that, we'll actually launch a grand opening. Right now, it's more for stopping in and do some grocery shopping, some things like that, you know, things you might need. But we're, you know, as soon as the weather breaks. Right now, it's still a little bit chilly down at our place in the Strip district. It's a little bit windy when it's chilly, and it'll blow the tents over. So, and I've been through, we do it every year. We have open out in front every year. This year we're opening with a little different concept. It's going to be, you know, an actual grilling healthier food, sticking with the healthier menu instead of some of our Italian dishes that are filled with cheese and, you know, different things like that. So this year it's actually going to be a Health Up Cafe launch and opening. So just, you know, I will be announcing it a few more weeks, you know, maybe another month. I mean, normally by April we're ready to go, but because the seasons are a little bit topsy-turvy this year, it's a little bit too chilly. Now probably by May, the first week of May or second week of May, I'd say by May 15th we'll be looking to launch the grand opening. Plus, Brett, if you're a local guy and you know somebody who has some food service knowledge, please get them down to me, because I am looking for somebody who can cook out front and service out front and help us work the cafe for not just the grand opening, but for the entire summer and then some. So if you got anybody, let us know. But getting back to the discipline and the limitations and things like that, it does take everyday discipline. But the discipline comes from knowing your body. If you went out and drank last night and you had a hangover, you would be doing certain things to get rid of your hangover. Okay, whether it's laying in bed, whether it's drinking somebody's famous hangover shake, whatever you think that's going to get you over a hangover, whether it's drinking another beer, hair of the dog that bit you, whatever your philosophy is to get you over a hangover. Okay, because when you drink, unless you drink every day, but let's say you're a weekend warrior and you go out and you drink every Friday night, and your routine is, I work all week, I drink Friday night, I recover Saturday, Sunday, I go back to work from alcohol. Look at the same philosophy on food. I work all week, I eat right all week, I pay attention all week, I have my cheat day, which might be Saturday or Sunday, I have my cheat day, but am I paying attention for the recovery after my cheat day? Or am I allowing the cheat day to start to take control of me again? See, and that's where most of the people fail, or most of the diets fail, is because you don't plan your cheat day. You just figure, okay, I'm just going to do it. But plan not just your cheat day, but maybe what you want to cheat with. But instead of just planning your cheat day, plan your recovery day. Because when you go, you have your game plan to recover from alcohol. After you've done it so many times, you know what works and what doesn't work. Same thing with food. After you've eaten so many times and felt good or not good, let's say with me with the rigot pie and the Easter bread and the coffee cake, I definitely felt the difference in my body. I felt swelled up, my stomach was upset, honest to God, my bones, everything. I just felt unhealthy. And you may think I'm full of crap and saying you're not going to feel it that fast, but I sure did. Maybe because I'm 47 and not 27, but I felt it after 2 days of eating wrong and not working out. I felt a huge difference, not just in my physical body, but the potential of my mind going and sliding in the wrong direction and being lazy. It's so much easier to be lazy than it is to go to the gym at 4:30 or 5:30 every morning. It's so much easier. But in being easier, you're being unhealthy. He never said it would be easy, he only said it would be worth it. So going to the gym, nobody's saying it's going to be easy, but we're definitely telling you it's worth it. It's not easy to give up what you like to eat or to find other options in what you like to eat, but it's definitely worth it. I talked on the other show, 2 people 50 years old, both died of a heart attack. One was as healthy as you can get, one was as out of shape and as lazy and as wrong of eating as you can get. And everybody would point, well, see, that didn't help them being healthy, but what quality of life did they live while they were alive? So I'm a firm believer, when your number's up, your number's up. But you want to live healthy for your children, for your spouse. Everything gets better when you feel better about yourself. Everything. Everything gets better and feels better when you feel good about yourself and when you are healthy inside out. Okay, you don't necessarily have to look good as far as a bodybuilder goes, but if you feel good, it will change your mentality, your confidence for sure. You'll have some pep in your step, and you may want to start to get physical and active to where now it changes the physical look of you. And if you eat healthy and we're out of shape, it's going to change the physical structure just because you're changing your diet, and you're going to shave calories, and when you shave calories, you shave fat. So I'm not saying anybody out there, you got to lose weight, you got to do this, you got to do that. All I'm saying is make some healthy choice options, make a nice lifestyle change so that you can enjoy life. If I were 400 pounds, and like I've said before, I have a 400-pound lazy guy fighting me to get out every single day, including Sunday of Easter and Monday, the next day I carried into. That was the fat guy that carried into Monday. That wasn't the guy I want to be. That was the guy inside me fighting me to get out. So I had to stop and say, hey, fat ass, I'm not going to let you get out. I'm going to the gym, and I'm going to suppress you, and I'm going to keep you buried deep down inside me. I'm not letting you take control of my life. It's too hard to get it back. It's so much easier to maintain. And if you're on the road, if you haven't started yet, please, for your own sake, get started. Just walk around the block. Eat healthier. Make healthy options. Eat healthier. If you've already got the ball rolling, stick with it. Don't drop your guard for a minute, especially if you're somebody who fights gaining weight or fights trying to lose weight like I do. This morning, now, because of that, here's a perfect thing. Because of that second workout the last couple days, I've been weighing in at probably 254, 255. The transformations, the last picture I was 256. And I've been fighting, you know, because I eat constantly. I've been really trying to, you know what I mean, get my weight down a little bit. But the problem is when I don't work out at night, I eat. And I eat and I eat. Now I'm eating healthy foods, so I'm not gaining a lot of fat, and I'm staying in decent shape, but I'm not losing anything because my stomach is always full, my system's always full. So that's weight inside of you. Well, guess what? Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and Thursday night that I trained all 3 nights, I didn't eat those nights. I actually went to the Y about 6:30 at night, did about an hour workout. Last night I went at 7, I got done at 8, did about an hour workout, did my second cardio in a body part, okay? And then at night when I got home, you know what, I wasn't hungry because my metabolism was flowing. And not only wasn't I hungry, I didn't go to bed hungry because I wasn't hungry, and I didn't force myself to eat. I had my protein shake, filled me up even more, went to bed, perfect. Guess what? This morning after just 3 days, I was 249. I've been trying to break 250 probably for 6 months, trying to do it with eating as much as I want, but eating good food, and I wasn't losing it. Just 3 days alone, I lost 5, 6, 7 pounds and broke a goal I set for myself that I haven't been able to do just because I added that second workout. I broke my limitation, and it changed me, and it made me reach a goal. Now, if I know deep down and I'm excited about it, I'm going to do the same thing until the transformation is over, which is the first week in May. I may be able to come in at 240. I know if I can get down to 240, 235, I'm going to have abs. I'm going to be looking good because I've been there before. So even though I work out and I eat a lot and I stay in shape, I still am not at my desired weight. But because of my limitations of being lazy, so in breaking that, I was able to reach a goal. So you got to break your limitations. From Lauren. All I did and have been doing to stay in shape is to take a run from 5th and Penn all the way to South Aiken every day. Running is great. See if you can run the same distance and then walk the same distance. Are you dieting at all? I guess would be my next question. Are you watching what you put in your body? Because I've talked many times about if you're eating whatever you want and then say, I'm going to go run every night.
You said that's in Shadyside in case you didn't.
I know. I'm originally from Bloomfield, so I know it very well. I lived on Graham Street, South Pacific Avenue. I know all the streets very well. But the thing is, if you're not paying attention to your diet and you're running, the running is great, don't get me wrong, and it's going to get your blood flowing, it's going to get you healthier than sitting on the couch. But you're not going to really lose weight if you're shoveling more calories in. It's calories in, calories out. So I commend you on getting up and getting going on physical. But it's harder to get up and get off the couch and run. I don't want to say harder because I'm an eater and it's very difficult to watch your diet. But when you go food shopping, the same way you're forcing yourself to get up and run, when you go grocery shopping, watch what you shop for. Buy healthy products. Buy carrots and celery, not candies and sugars and fruit snacks and things like that. Try and buy healthier. So when you are hungry, you're putting something healthy in your body. If you add your run every day with a proper diet, you're going to be feeling, looking incredible. You're going to have confidence because internally you're going to feel phenomenal, and that's what it's all about. Like, here's the thing. You could be thin because you run a lot or do this or do that, but if you're eating the wrong foods and your stomach's always upset and you just don't feel right because of what you're consuming, I don't care how thin you are or how much muscle you have, if internally you don't feel right, you don't feel right. It's that simple. You cannot consider yourself healthy if your stomach's always upset. But if you start eating right and digesting properly and cleaning your system out properly, and you now start feeling good from the inside out, there's nothing like that. Keep in mind, I'm not talking smack. My whole life I've worked out. I've owned a gym. I've lifted weights my whole life. I've worked out, but I never watched my diet. A couple times when I wanted to have a little contest with my buddies on physique, but that was it. For the majority of my life, I just figured, hey, I'll just work out more. I'll eat what I want. I'll work out more. I never felt, at 47 years old, I feel better than I've ever felt in my life. And it's strictly because I really, really, really watch my diet. I work out probably as consistent, if not more consistent, than I've ever have. But at 47, if I miss 3 days, my muscles really flatten out and sag out because I'm an older guy. But internally in my stomach, because I eat properly and I watch what I consume, I feel incredible. So that's what it's about, building yourself and cleaning yourself and making yourself healthy from the inside out. From Lauren again, I've been running that route since O'Donnell was the Steeler quarterback. I feel guilty if I even think about skipping a day. I run in rain or shine. Excellent. You know what I used to love in the rain, not to get off the subject, but I used to wait for a downpour in the summer and I'd go running. I love that. But the consistency is definitely there. Without a doubt. How's your diet? That's the main thing, and keep in mind, running, you might want to try some other, diversify your cardio a little bit too, because you want to switch up your body. If you can get to a bike, if you can, do some cross-country skiing or anything else that adds other cardio, you'll work some different muscles. If you're jogging, try and turn around and run backwards a little bit, sideways. Do the karaoke where you're running one in, one front, one back. Try and change up so you're working the different muscles in your lower area. I love running because running will work your abs. It works everything, and it keeps your body burning fat. It's a great exercise for you. You just got to watch. Obviously, if you've been running this long, you don't have shin splints or anything like that. I'm sure you don't have any negative effects if you're still running since O'Donnell was the quarterback. That's been a decent amount of time. So I do commend you on the consistency. How's the diet? Do you feel good? With or without your diet. If your diet's good, do you feel good? If your diet's bad, do you feel good? And then we're going to... Lauren, again, I've kept a steady weight of 115 pounds for the past 15 years, and I do count calories. Excellent. All I do is calorie count. Then that's all you have to do. What I would recommend is pay attention to your proteins too, because if you're a buck 15 for that long, and I don't know how tall you are, but that's a great weight for women. Unless you're 2'2", if you're 5 foot or above, a buck 15 is phenomenal. And to have kept it for 15 years, that's incredible. So I commend you on your running, on your calorie counting. You're paying attention. I want you to inspire anybody else you can out there. Anytime somebody says to you, hey, what do you do to keep in shape? Please give them the information. It's about making people healthy, but I commend you. Stop down on the strip one day. I'd love to meet with you. I'd love to go over what we do. I'd like to show you some of the products we work with, including the Angle Food stuff, not to sell you on it, but just to show you how to balance everything off. If you're only counting calories, I want you to start paying attention to some of your protein. Protein is stored in your muscle. When you run, you break your muscle down, and you deplete your muscle. From Lauren, I'm 44. Excellent. I'm 47, so I understand where you're going. You're doing an incredible job. Incredible job. The thing is, as we get older, our bodies, and I noticed it, my wife's 35 years old and hasn't hit the 40 mark, but she's noticed after the 30 mark a little bit. But once you hit that 40 mark, man, do things change. They really do. And I don't know, Lauren, if you can, attest to that, but for me, it really, really has changed. Like I said, if I don't work out for 3 days, I get flat. My muscles get soft really, really quick. I'm not taking any enhancement drugs or anything like that. I eat the Angle Foods, I eat the Supreme bars. I just try and really eat a lot of protein, but I try and balance it with some fiber. So, Lauren, to me, it's a balanced diet. If you're counting calories, it's probably keeping you pretty balanced. But I want you to, on top of the calories, pay attention and just count how many grams of protein you're taking in a day. If you're running and things like that, try and eat 115 grams of protein a day. That's what you weigh. 1 gram for every body pound. So if you can take in 115 grams of protein, you may see some muscle strength and some muscle density stick around longer. Protein shake every morning with a bagel. Excellent. You eating a wheat bagel or a regular bagel? Because if you can make a modification to a whole grain bagel and look at the fiber count in the bagel, compare it. What's that?
Raisin bagel.
Raisin bagel. Is it raisin and wheat or is it just a raisin? Because I'm telling you, here's the thing. Try and get the fiber into your diet. Or I don't know if you're counting fiber or paying attention, but if you can get 25 to 30 grams of fiber a day, it will help everything else digest properly. Your protein shake probably has about 20 grams of protein in it, so that's 20 grams you're getting guaranteed. Chicken breast has, I think it's 6 grams of protein for every ounce, so if you eat a 4-ounce chicken breast, you got 24 grams of protein there. If you have a chicken salad, most restaurants, because I come from the restaurant business, usually put about 4 ounces of chicken breast or on a sandwich or on a salad. So if you eat a salad or a chicken sandwich, and watch the breads, watch the gluten. Gluten's tough to digest. I'm not saying go gluten-free, but just watch it. If you're going to eat some gluten, try and make sure you're getting that fiber. If you're going to eat some fats, try and make sure you're getting that fiber. The fiber will help absorb what your body doesn't use properly or doesn't belong there, and it'll take it out of you if you eat enough fiber a day. I'm not a big believer. I actually took a fiber product for quite some time, and I got to be honest with you, I was sold on it until after a long period of time, my body adjusted to it, and it didn't work anymore. So I don't necessarily recommend fibers in powder forms, except if you're going to do a flush and maybe pound it for a weekend, clean yourself out and go back. I strongly recommend food fibers. Eat your broccoli, eat your spinach. Lettuce has some pretty good fiber in it, so when you go to eat your chicken salad, you're getting your protein, your fiber, you're getting a lot of mix in a chicken salad. Keep the fries off, obviously. Keep anything super that is super fattening off. Personally, I like cheese. I love cheese to eat. I like cheese in certain doses because it has healthy fats and it has good protein. So as far as cheese goes, I'm a believer in cheese, but I just don't eat what I used to eat. I usually eat blocks of cheese, just, cut it and eat it with pretzels and all. I don't do any of that no more. I might have a healthy pizza, like an angle pizza, or I find a couple places that have wheat crust pizzas, so I'm not getting all that white flour. I'm getting that wheat that has the fiber in it, and I may eat some cheese on that, but I don't eat cheese the way I used to. I eat it more strategically. And it is in the food pyramid and under the dairy. And if you're counting calories and you're counting protein, every ounce of cheese has 7 grams of protein. So keep that in mind. Peanut butter, it's another good thing. Like a lot of snack time now, I'll eat a couple scoops of peanut butter. Nice thing about regular, crunchy peanut butter or regular peanut butter, for every carb, there's a gram of protein. So it's 7 grams of protein, 7 grams of carb per portion. So if you eat 2 tablespoons, you might have just got 14 more grams of protein without killing yourself on carbs. So eat that protein. Try and get that protein in. Obviously, you know what you're doing. If you're able to run the distance you're running, and you've been able to do it for the period of time you've been doing it for, and keeping the weight where you've had it, then obviously you're doing the right thing. But some little tweaks like that could actually make you feel even better than you feel today.
If you're going to want to read that in here.
From you, okay, you got a fiber product from, well, I'm letting you know that that fiber product is not part of our company. They took off.
Honest to God.
Yeah, here's the thing. She tried a fiber product from our company. The guy who was part of our company with the fiber product, we're no longer partners, and we're no longer part of that product. So just so you know, and it's probably the same fiber product I tried for a while, and after a long period of time, it actually gave me negative effects instead of positive, and it is a good product, but long term, I don't believe in any powdered fiber. So you're 100% right. You tried it, it didn't work for you. Food fiber is the best you can do. Food is absolutely the best. I'm going to tell you, like I've said on a couple other shows, and if you're just tuning in, like in the morning for breakfast, when my kids eat French toast, they don't like wheat bread, so we'll give them some French toast on Sundays. But I make my French toast with wheat bread, and there's 4 grams of protein in every slice of the wheat bread. So it's helping me digest. I use use egg whites only as my egg batter, so I'm adding more protein. And then I use a light syrup, and I use very little. So I'm satisfying everything. I'm giving myself the fiber, the protein. Because of that fiber, that little bit of sugar that's in the light syrup, and the rest of the stuff that's in the bread are going to digest properly. So I don't eat 12 pieces. I eat 2 to 3 pieces. And honestly, I feel great after, because I'm really watching and I'm counting the carb. Sorry, Doug, I didn't mean to put you on the spot. No problem. I love being on the spot. I want to thank everybody for watching right now. But no, you don't have to worry about putting me on the spot. I'm very honest, and I will tell the truth. I don't want to bad rap anybody's product. That's why I will say it the way I say it. But you'll never put me on the spot. I'm here to tell you the truth. You're not going to catch me in a lie, because I'm here to tell you the truth. So if it's real, if it's right, if I've done it and liked it, I'm going to tell you. If I've done it and didn't like it, I'm going to tell you. That does not mean if I don't like something, that it's no good. That just means I tried something and did not like it. I will give you my opinion. If I love it, I'm going to tell you. That don't mean you're going to love it. Everybody's taste and flavors and body reacts in a different way. I'm just here to try and get you motivated, try and get you or keep you in the right direction, give you someone to reference to. Lauren, I mean, if you're around, please stop down Angle Foods, 3100 Penn Avenue. Love to sit and talk with you. Love to actually put you on camera and talk to you to help some of the other people out there. How you've been so consistent for 15 years. I love that. I think that's an inspiration for everybody out there, that health is actually working for you on a long-term scale. So, I love having you part of the show or talking into the show. Please stop down. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I do apologize for the sporadic live shows. We are really trying to grow our company, and unfortunately, I have multiple things I do with our company, and I'm not always able to be the 12:30 live show. We definitely will be live on Monday. I hope I can see you then. Hopefully, I'm doing anybody any good out there. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on Monday.
75 watching.